There's going to be times where things don't go exactly the way that you intended them to, but you just gotta trust the process. On this day, I had everything planned down to a T. I was gonna go to the coffee shop, and then I even went to another coffee shop with the intentions to record a sit-down video, but once I got there, I quickly realized that my camera and my mics were dying. This could have easily become one of those moments where I allowed myself to be frustrated because things didn't go as planned, but instead I decided to redirect my attention to the present moment and make the best out of the experience. I heard someone say before that instead of trying to find balance in our lives, we should instead be looking for the harmony. And when I look further into this concept of balance and harmony, I realized that balance is trying to spread all the parts of your life equally, whereas on the other hand, harmony is where you allow all the parts of your life to flow together, where they're not competing with one another. It allows for flexibility and it's less about perfection. As a creative and also a mom, I definitely could apply this to my life. And especially in this situation where things didn't go how I wanted them to, but I trust that everything happened exactly how it should. So y'all know how I was talking about balance and harmony? Well, this video truly put that to the test. Here I am yet another day trying to record a sit down video, and it just seemed like it wasn't meant to record this day. I don't know, maybe it was, but those flies, as you just saw, they were not trying to leave me alone. And then when I played the audio back, I realized that the background noise was just too loud. But this actually was a really good conversation, so I'm gonna include a little bit of that so you guys can hear. I feel like in this season, like where I am in my life right now, I'm really feeling called in the area of content creation, and particularly on YouTube. I think it's so interesting to see how the things that I'm doing now, they closely relate to the things that I was doing as a child. Like with YouTube, for instance, me and my sister growing up, we would always be like recording these videos on my dad's laptop, and really never we posted like one of them, but we wouldn't really post them like that. But I just remember us always recording these YouTube videos, and it was always something that I really like wanted to do, but I didn't really think much of it as a kid. Like I didn't really think like, oh, this is what you're going to be. This is something that you actually are going to pick back up on later in life and really be pursuing. And I don't know, like it just makes me really think about how God really, he can put a vision inside of you at such a young age, or it doesn't even have to be at a young age, but in my case, at such a young age, and you could think it's like insignificant, but it just goes to show that like he really does have a purpose for our lives. And I think sometimes like we want things to happen, like we may want things to happen so quickly or on our timing. Some of the things that God gives you a vision about, it's not always going to happen like right away or when you think it's going to happen. Like he planted that vision inside of you when you were at such a young age, and you're now at this age, maybe like 13, like 15 plus years later, and you are just now getting to a place where you are really starting to live out that vision. It made me realize that like we don't have to rush everything, because when God wants certain things to happen, they will. And I feel like in this particular season of my life, like I really feel God calling me to really be persistent and consistent with this YouTube journey. Particularly like in this season, I feel like where I am right now in life, I feel like YouTube is the platform that I can show up on, and I feel like I really can be authentically myself in all the many facets of myself. I talk about this all the time about how I am multifaceted creative. I feel like for a very long time I found it a struggle to find a way to show up as my most authentic self. And I know like when I say that out loud, sometimes it can sound easy, like just show up as yourself. But like when you are not in environments where that is always made, where that wasn't always like, you know, encouraged, or where you didn't always feel safe to be your 100% authentic self, it can not be so easy always to just show up as your most real self. And YouTube, I feel like, has been like the outlet for me. For once, I feel like I'm like not so much concerned about how people are going to judge me or what people are going to think about what it is I'm doing, and just showing up as my most authentic self and allowing my community to find me. You never know who's watching. Like the amount of positive feedback that I have been receiving recently, like it's crazy. Because like, just for example, like with one of my recent videos, before I posted it, I had started to get these feelings like, why do anybody care what I have to say? Like, should I not post this video? But I ended up posting it anyway. And what came from that is the video happened to reach someone that I never met before, that she never seen me before. We probably don't even live in the same place. But she happened to come across my video on her For You page on YouTube, and she took it upon herself to post about it on her TikTok and share it with her community of followers. And like it just goes to show me that, like, first and foremost, to not listen to those negative thoughts that are trying to like come to your mind, but also to like know that like whoever God wants your content to reach, or whoever he wants you to reach on your walk, on your journey, he's going to have it happen no matter if you think it's insignificant or not. And that's one thing that I really have been learning. And it's just like, I'm sharing that because I just want that to be an encouragement to anybody who's listening to, like, you know, like if you think that your voice doesn't matter, to know that to somebody it does. If there was anything that I wanted you to take away from this video, is to go with the flow, to stay in a flow state. And if you are feeling uninspired, if you are feeling like things are not going the way that you intended them to go, find things to keep your creativity going. Do things that you know that you love and enjoy. And that's exactly how I ended up here. So they recently opened up a new restoration hardware gallery, and it's like this 3-story restoration hardware store. On the top level they have like a restaurant. And so I just wanted to check it out because, as you may know by now, I absolutely love interior design. And so I wanted to see what it looked like on the inside. And I would say that I was honestly not disappointed. Most of the rooms in this place was like very like warm and moody. And if you watch my recent video in the interior styling project that I did, I kind of was going with that same theme. So I was really loving this whole experience. This was honestly not even what I was planning to do on this day, but we had got brunch in the area and decided to stop by here, and I'm so glad that we did. It's definitely like pretty late in the day already. It's already like 11 something, and I'm just now getting stuff for breakfast. That's okay, because what I'm making for breakfast is not really like breakfast. It really could count as lunch as well, so that's okay. But I'm trying to hurry up because I'm trying to go to this open house today. I'm gonna talk to you guys more about that in a minute though. So as soon as I checked my email this morning, I knew exactly what we were going to do today. So I had this house saved on Zillow, and I got an email from them letting me know that today they were having an open house. And if you're anybody like me, I am the type of person who will save a house even if I can't yet afford it, because I like to do this thing where, as Aaron on Demand calls it, expanding your wealth energy. And this was just like the highlight of my day. And I think that doing things like this is so good, especially if you are trying to stay inspired, or you're trying to like expand your mind to, you know, even believe that these types of things are possible for you. As an individual who is really big on self-improvement and also who has a passion for homes and design, this really was everything that I needed on this day. It's just another reminder that if you are not inspired by your environment, if you are in a creative funk, if you are just trying to expand your horizons, is to literally put yourself in the environments that you want to be in. To even have the courage to put myself in this type of environment, to show up here knowing that I may not be able to physically purchase this home today, but believing that someday I will. Sometimes you don't really know what's available for you until you put yourself into the environments that you want to be in. And my mindset is really like, if other people can have it, why can't I have it? If this home is on the market, if there's homes like this all over the place, they're available to whoever believes that they can have it. And that's just the mindset that I try to carry. And honestly, I left this place feeling so inspired. And it really even just made me think about, like, what do I need to be doing now to even set myself and my family up for this type of future? I say when I seen it online. I'm gonna stand here.
You've got some vacation time.
Just up in my bed.
You and your girlfriend, too bad mind. Bad when you both combine.
This is nice how you got like a little place to sit down.
I don't know why you look so
I
nice.
love the sun.
You're not nice, you're rude. Want me to feel like I'm new. Want me to watch you do. Don't get you look so nice, being not nice, you're rude. Look what you put in me through. I never do this to you.
If you've made it this far, I would like to give a personal thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. Make sure to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
It is so wide. One time.